So yes, so here they asked us for maximization problem. So in yesterday's class we have seen a minimization problem, like we need to reduce the cost and we need to reduce the time. But here they have asked us the maximization problem, right? That means what you need to do is you need to convert this into minimization problem by using a step. So here the maximum value. So what is the maximum value in this table? 15 is the maximum value, right? So 15 is the maximum value. So convert it into a minimization problem by subtracting all the elements from the largest element, right? So you need to subtract all those. We need to subtract all the elements from the largest element, right? So this will be minus 12. This will be 8, and this 15, right? So 15 minus 3, right? You need to subtract 15 from all those values. So 13 minus 15, 4 minus 15, 5 minus 15, 6 minus 15, 7 minus 15, and so on, right? So convert it into minimization problem by subtracting all the elements from the largest element. That's it. If you convert this, the table will be changed. Now you do the same step for what you did for minimization problem, right? So we will move on to the next topic, which is a graphical method, right? So we're going to find a solution of linear programming model using graphical method, right? So linear programming problem. So so far we have seen a transportation problem using Vogel's method, an assignment problem using Hungarian method. Now we are going to solve a linear programming model using graphical method, and next video we will solve the same problem using simplex method, and same problem we will be solving using big M method. So after these three syllabus will be completed, right? So one is graphical method. We are going to solve a linear programming problem using three methods. One is graphical method, one is simplex method, and another is big M method. We will do method by method in every class. So our aim is they will give a maximization problem. So I tell the question, how the question will be. So we will see. We will straight away get into the problem, right? So problem 1. So the problem is maximize, right? We need to maximize this function. So it is z is equal to 12x1 plus 16x2, right? We need to maximize this function, and they will give some constraint, right? Subject to. So here they are given two constraints. So 10x1 plus 20x2 has to be less than 120, and 8x1 plus 8x2 has to be less than 80, and x1 x2 are greater than 0 or greater than or equal to 0, right? So what we need to do is we need to solve this problem. That means we need to maximize this function. Z is equal to 12x1 plus 16x2. For example, if I substitute x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 1, and this will be 12 plus 16, so that will be 28, right? Now if we substitute x is equal to 1 and x2 is equal to 2, this will be 12 plus 32, which will be 48, right? But we cannot substitute x1 x2 arbitrarily, right? So our x1 x2 has to satisfy these three conditions, right? So our first, we cannot simply plug x1 x2. So whatever x1 x2 we are plugging, they need to satisfy these two conditions. That is, our 10x1 plus 20x2 has to be less than or equal to 120, and 8x1 plus 8x2 has to be less than or equal to 80. So there will be so much of x1 and x2 that will satisfy these two conditions. Of all those x1 x2, we need to find a maximum value for this z, which is 12x1 plus 16x2. This is what our aim, and we are going to solve this using three methods. So in this video we are going to solve this using a graphical method, and in the successive videos we will be solving using simplex method, and another is big M method, right? So now we will be solving this problem using graphical method, right? So I'll tell you the concept. So they will give a maximization problem. You need to maximize this function under these two constraints. So these two are called constraints, right? Constraints. And they will give maximize or minimize, right? The question can be maximized or it can also be minimized. And here it is less than or equal to it can be greater than or equal to, or it can be still greater than, it can be anything, right? So they will give two constraints, and this can be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So the whatever they may give, we need to maximize with respect to these two constraints. That is, our x1, x2 have to satisfy these two conditions, and there will be many x1, x2 satisfy these two conditions. Of all the x1, x2, we need to find the maximum value for this function, right? Now we will be doing this using graphical method. We will be using graphical method, right? So we will draw the problem. Now you can see, now we will be focusing mainly on the two constraints, right? Two constraints. Now if you replace less than or equal to, right? Suppose if you replace less than or equal to, then this is a linear equation, right? Linear equation in two variable, that is 10x1 plus 20x2 is equal to 120. Again, if you replace less than or equal to, again this will be a linear equation, 8x1 plus 8x2 is equal to 80. Again it's a linear equation, right? So we'll be solving this using graphical method, right? Solution. So what is the first constraint? So our first constraint is 10x1 plus 20x2 has to be less than or equal to 120. So that means first you need to draw the graph for this equation. So for drawing the graph of the equation, we need 2 points, right? Because this is a linear equation. That means if you draw the graph will be a line. So for drawing a line, we need two coordinates. To draw a line, right? So for finding coordinates, so to find coordinates or to find points, of the graph, so what you're going to do is I'm going to take 10x1 plus 20x2 equal to 120, right? So I'm going to find 2 points. So surely this is less than or equal to, so I'm going to use is equal to 120, right? So for finding the point of for finding 2 points in this line, I'm going to make use of equal to symbol to find x1 and x2, right? So 10x1 plus 20x2 is equal to 120, right? Yes. Now when x1 is equal to 0, now we will draw the graph of this function. So what happens when x1 is equal to 0? So what will be my x2? So 20, and this will be 10 into 0 plus 20 into x2 is equal to 120. So this implies x2 is equal to 120 by 20, so which is 6, right? Which is 6. That means 0, 6 is 1 point in the graph. And when x2 is equal to 0, so what will be my x1? So 10x1 plus 0 is equal to 120. So this implies x1 is equal to 12, right? So 10x1 is equal to 120, x1 is equal to 120 by 10, which is 12. So here the coordinates are 12, 0. So we have found 2 points in the graph, right? So for 10, so for finding 2 points, we have assumed that it is equal to. So with the help of equal to symbol, we have found 2 coordinates for the graph. Now we can